Nice, beautiful day in the woods. I am back at the shelter build, I guess I'll call it. I've been here a couple times, 3 times. Last time I was here, I hummed and hawed and decided that I couldn't use the spot over there because of that tree straight ahead. That I was going to come over here and go from my pack to my coat and build a shelter there and come build it back and have the fire pit come towards me. I've hummed and hawed a little bit about it, and a lot of it was due to the size of this tree right here. This one right here is a little on the small side. It's a deciduous tree, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's alive, just in the dormant stages because it's winter. And it's rather small, and in the summertime when the winds pick up, this tree is going to sway. And that means my shelter is going to sway, or want to move anyways. So I hummed and hawed about not using the spot, but I like these 2 trees, but I like the area. When I got here today, I thought, well, how about that big tree there and the tree with my pack on it and have it face towards me. It's not too bad. The problem is the road is right there, so anything that I do, I'm not really going to be concealed. If I put it here and have the back facing forward, it camouflages because the road is right in that area there. You can actually watch cars go by. It's relatively close. The river is just over here and it meanders around. So after working for a few hours today cutting dead standing down to start collecting material for this, I decided that I am going to use this spot. I'm going to brace that tree as best I can without hurting it too much. The same goes for this one because this big one here is alive as well, but it's more substantial. So I spent the better part of 3 hours hunting around for straight, dead, standing logs, trees, and that's what I've come up with so far. There's probably 12 in there. This last one here, this one right here, that big one there, that's the last one I cut, and that is going to be my ridge beam. Now, sorry for the blindness. This couple things that I still need before I can put that up, and chances are I'm going to need a hand doing it. I'd like to find another support that I can put on each of these trees. One standing here, and then the ridge beam sits on top of it, and then I can lash it all together. Same down on that one. And what I'd like to find is something with a Y into it. See how it naturally splits? Obviously this is too small, but something along those lines where I can cut it and sit my ridge beam in it to help support. And then the trees, these trees would just be there as additional support. It's been tough to find something that's dead and that I can use. A lot of the pine and spruce around here are straight. And as you can see with these ones I cut down, they're all relatively straight. Nothing curves out at an angle. There's a large beech tree that does, or birch that does, but the majority of the evergreens around here, all the branches just splay out at a 90-degree angle to the trunk. So it's kind of hard to find something. So if I do, I'm going to have to find something that's deciduous. And it's tough to find something that's dead at this time of year because all the leaves are off it anyways. So I may have to wait. I don't know. But in the meantime, it's getting on. It's pushing 2 o'clock. The sun's getting low. I'm going to get my Kelly kettle out and brew me up a coffee, and then I'm going to head out. Now, it's, was it December 2nd? And it's, I don't know, well, I'm quite warm. Sun's out, so that helps. But I've got a few layers on, and my coat and my hat are there. And I'm peachy. I can't switch it around. Hold on a second. Well, I'm dressed fairly comfortable. I have a few layers on. I'm not cold at all. If weather pending, I might come back out again next weekend, a Saturday for an afternoon, and cut some more wood down. I'm trying not to use any of the wood around this area, around the shelter build, because I want to keep it as concealed as possible, because the road is essentially through there. I don't want to clear any of this stuff out, because then if I do, then you can easily see the spot, and that is not what I want. So anyways, shelter build, I'll call this, well, let's call it part 1. The other one I don't necessarily need. The other one I didn't really do anything. The only thing I did last time I was here really was just cut a path out. And I've been using it back and forth to pick up the majority of that, of those trees. So, part 1.